Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Copeland, love coach and dating expert for women over 50. And I'm so glad you're here with me today. We're going to be talking about finding love after 50, 7 profile mistakes preventing you from possibly meeting your Mr. Right. Before I forget, I want to thank you if you've subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't yet, I hope you'll click that subscribe button. Let's get started. All right. Navigating the world of online dating after 50 can feel like a super daunting task, especially when you're looking for a heart connection that goes beyond the superficial swipes on dating sites. So, today I want to share a comforting embrace around the mistakes you might be making and how to bring warmth and genuineness into your profile, capturing not just the eye, but the heart of Mr. Right. So let's talk about mistake number one, not reflecting the real radiant you in your photographs. Men are visual, and what gets their attention first is your face. Over the years, I've looked at so many profile pictures, and I'm always amazed when women post pictures that I swear could be mugshots. I kid you not, all they need are a clipboard with numbers that sit right across their chest. And that's really how unhappy they look in their profile picture. But the thing is, men are naturally drawn to pictures of you smiling. So you want to choose photos where you're wearing makeup. Oh, sorry. I know we got out of it during COVID, but you really do want to put some makeup on because it brightens your face. And you want to wear clothes that highlight your best features, complemented by, guess what? Your radiant smile. When you do this, you'll come across as fun and positive, and as the kind of woman a good man wants to meet. By the way, not sure what clothes light you up? I want you to think about the outfits that you wear that get you the most compliments. These are actually the best colors on you, and this is what you want to wear because it really makes you look amazing. All right, let's go to mistake number two. And that is about not answering the questions that dating sites are asking you. Okay, nobody likes spending time answering the essay questions, but it's really worth your while to do it, especially if you add a short scenario that draws men in. Now, here's what I mean. Let's say the dating site asks you, what is your ideal of a great date? Well, instead of writing something like, oh, I love to ride bikes in the mountains, try this instead. Riding bicycles in the park together on a beautiful summer day would make a great date. We'd stop by a stream, open a bottle of wine, and enjoy a wonderful picnic, sharing food as well as our thoughts. Mistake number three, making this romantic faux pas in your profile. Okay, I'm going to be honest here. When I first started dating in my 40s, I was absolutely clueless about how to write a good profile. And I wrote stuff like I want to make love on a beach. I thought it was romantic, but I was looking for a relationship, and men saw that as a booty call. Any kind of sexual references, even innocent ones like the one that I wrote about making love on a beach, this gives men the wrong impression and it encourages those you probably aren't super interested in to write to you. Mistake number four, not embracing your uniqueness. Over the years, so many of my male friends have shared their ideals about profiles they've read. And they all say the same thing about these three totally overused lines that actually turn them off. The first one is, I'm looking for my soulmate. I want to let you know this is something that scammers look for. When you write, I'm looking for my soulmate, they think you're lonely and you become perfect prey for them. Number two is, I want to walk hand in hand on the beach. Number three is, I want a man who makes me laugh. We all want this. I remember writing this too. Men think they have to be a comedian to date you, and it feels like too much pressure, and they move on. You do want to be unique in your profile. Opt for short little stories over statements. Instead of something generic, consider creating a story about walking on the beach or a situation where you're laughing that draws a man in. This is going to ultimately illuminate your individuality. Now, let's move to mistake number 5, and that is not following the WIFM rule. Remember radio call letters? Same thing. But WIFM means what is in it for me, and that's how we all read a profile. I want you to think of your profile as a virtual party where you're meeting people you've never met before. You want to weave in questions and invitations that entice a man to imagine his place in your life. So, for example, you can say something like, I love getting dressed up and dining out, but also enjoy a great burger at one of the dives around town. And then you can ask a question like, what's your favorite spot to hang out? Or want to join me? Or we can share our French fries. Remember, your profile isn't just about you. It's a bridge to someone else's dreams too, and how you might fit into that picture. Mistake number 6 is expressing your desires as demands. Nothing irritates a man more than a woman who makes salary or entertainment demands in her profile. I will tell you that even financially successful men have told me what a huge turnoff this is. What pops in their heads when they read this are thoughts like, she's high maintenance, super demanding, and I'll never be able to please her. So he just moves on. He never gives you another glance, no matter how amazing you might be. Now, this was happening to a client of mine before we started working together, who thought a quality man should take her out every Saturday night to a very, very upscale, expensive restaurant. And she told me she'd met a really good guy who had everything she wanted, except this one thing. And she let him go because he had no interest in supporting her expensive culinary tastes. Well, she spent some time dating other men and she decided, you know what? He was a really good guy. I think I want him back. And she felt like she realized now there was so much more to a good man than just going out every Saturday night to an expensive restaurant. It's nice, but there is more. Unfortunately for her, he'd moved on to a woman who appreciated him for who he was, not just for his wallet. You can always ask for what you want. Just do it using the soft language of self-respect and mutual respect. Let's move to mistake number 7, and that is not presenting the truth. How many times have you gone on a date and met a man who looked nothing like his picture or wasn't telling the truth about his age or his height? Did you feel kind of angry that he wasn't honest with you? Well, I'll tell you, men feel the same way when you fudge the facts. It's important to be real about what you look like, about how old you are, because sometimes you might think, oh my gosh, if he gets to know me, he's going to really like me. He's going to see how great I am, and it won't matter. This mindset, sadly, rarely works. I knew a man who fell in what I would call a strong like with a woman's picture. And he was meeting her at a restaurant, and as he drove up, he saw her going in. She was about 200 pounds heavier than her picture and about 10 years older. He left without even meeting her. Stepping into a date only to find that expectations don't match reality can really be disappointing. And that feeling of frustration comes from both sides when profiles don't mirror the person behind them. Embracing and presenting your authentic self, including recent photos and honest details about your life, is not only fair, but also inviting. And remember, true connection thrives on honesty. By being genuine in your profile, you're more likely to attract a man who appreciates the real you and the depth and the stories and the experiences that have shaped you and that allow the two of you to create a lasting bond that is built on trust. Now, to inspire you that love is possible in your life. My dream came true. Lisa, I'm so glad I worked with you. Your program made me focus on this dream. It helped me become more confident as well as get my quality man template done, which, by the way, is a clear vision of the right man, so I could identify my guy. Your support throughout the process of dating and being in a relationship with my guy has been so helpful. Seriously, your program is a great investment. You're a godsend to us women over 50. I so appreciate everything you've shown and taught me. And that's from my client, Karen in Washington. If you're ready to embrace a new chapter of love in your life that fills you with hope and excitement, I invite you to take the first step by checking out those resources below this video. And if you'd like to arrange a conversation to explore how much we can bring your vision of love after 50 to life for you, it's also there. As always, so believing in you, you've got this.